So we'll get dive into the video particularly. So let's get understand about now. Let's get dive into the working with healthcare data set. We will be looking at very small Python code implementation with healthcare data set. This will enable you to understand how machine learning is applied in healthcare domain in practical terms. We are using the Python 3.x version to run this code. So procedures to install some Python libraries is given. We will be going to do it. Okay. So you will be going to understand, and I will be going to guide you what are the things we have to do it. Before we start to look into the machine learning and applying the prediction models to the various data sets, I would like to bring a disclaimer to you that none of the data is being used in the exercise. It's belong to one of my clients or anything. Okay, it is a real patients, like it's a real patient in real world. Any resemblance to any data set that world is merely a coincidence. So neither me nor any things takes an responsibility of authenticity of a privacy of this data set. Okay, so purpose of medical data set is to able to understand like how you can apply machine learning in healthcare data set in the production environment. Okay, the data set cannot be used for any other purpose, okay, such as clinical trials or any production or commercial related activities, okay, electronical or otherwise. Okay, so let's get dive into the video now. I will be going to explain you the life cycle of the machine learning development basically. So in the market, you will be going to tell us like data science life cycle, machine learning life cycle. What are the things? Is both are the same basically. Okay, machine learning development in certain books they will be calling it as machine learning development. They will be calling it as data science life cycle. Okay, so that is a main key difference here. So before proceeding to the look at the data set, like building the machine learning models, let's look at like what a typically machine learning life cycle and it is and learn its implementation within a short application. This is a general life cycle model that I will be going to explain you how this can be applied to any machine learning application development. So it's not just a healthcare, but also you can apply it into any domain like retail, finance, sector, like that may be a transport or anything, logistics or anything. Following step-by-step approach, that person carries out the machine learning in their application does not get lost in any important parts of the process, are able to complete their machine learning application as a professional standards basically. This model does not have any reference because it's based on the experiential, like my experience knowledge with the years of working into the machine learning application for my clients, and I'm giving out to the life cycle process basically. All right, so let's get dive into the video and we'll just try to write one particular life cycle so that you will understand very clearly. So I will be going to take it as a whiteboard. So you will get to understand what's each and every steps it is going to tell, and we'll be going to understand that part. Okay. All right. We'll just take the another whiteboard so that you will understand what I am going to talk about. All right, so we'll just going to take this, use this template. Okay, so I will be gonna take this. Okay, so in the between, this is a machine learning life cycle. Okay, ML life cycle. Okay, so if you just see here, it is a ML life cycle. Okay, okay, so what I am going to take is here it is uh, business need basically. Business need, business need. Okay, all right, after the business need, just remove this things which is not required. Business need. All right, business need, then solution architecture. What will be the architecture of solution architecture? Okay, then data preparation. Then comes the preparation, data preparation, then data preparation, then EDA model building. Okay, all right. So we'll just remove it. These things. So this is a EDA. EDA is nothing but exploratory data analysis, folks. Okay, so don't. I will just remove this. So I was- okay, so it is a EDA model building, model building, model validation, model validation, model validation. Then it comes the model implementation and feedback. Model implementation, implementation and feedback. All right. So then we will be considering to the business needs itself. Okay. So this is a life cycle of this basically. Okay. So we'll just try to make it very more structured. Okay. All right. We'll make it like this. We'll make it like this. We can make it like this. Okay. So it will be made more structured, right? So this is the things, folks. Okay. So these are the life cycle which you wanted to do it. So what's each stages will do. We're going to talk about it. Okay. So we'll just try to understand. Okay. First is a business need, and what you can do is here you can just write it like this. Okay. So we'll just write it like this, and we'll just like this, then like this. Just copy this. Okay. Copy, paste. Okay, we'll just copy and paste. Okay, so we'll just paste it like this basically, so it will be very easy, right? So then it will be like this basically model implementation feedback. Once again you do here. Okay, so you do like this, so like this. Okay, all right. So you can just do like this basically. Okay, so what we do is we'll just take this, just paste it. Okay, so this will be like this. Okay, then it comes. Okay, so it will comes like this and like this. Okay, so this is a like one way basically. Okay, okay, so life cycle basically. It is a machine learning life cycle universal framework basically. All right. So business is to key to any machine learning application is provides a justification for need resource during the life cycle development. Business need is like something we can go different various stages of life cycle so that team implementation for the object does not lose a sight of the original goal. Okay. So next step is to creating machine learning solution architecture. During this process, we will process it with the machine learning engineer and data science team that is set out of to create a template based out of which machine learning application would be created is during this stage. Conceptualization of the business, translation of the business need into technical architecture takes place. It is also part of a life cycle, okay, where the architects of the machine learning application go back to the business in order to understand their need better to start translating into the implementation solution. So next stage will be the data preparation, where it is very important phase because right from the data we need to identify what kind of a data is required for identifying the sources, from where it will come. Once we know the data is required for the organization where the application is being built, and it needs from the outside of the team that is being building from the machine learning solution, acquires it, if whole data set is big, okay, then it at least sample data set can be used. It will build the most of the tasks, determine what kind of a format the data is available. Okay, classification is made, like data is available in such as fed files like .csv, xml, json, or oracle database, or db2 database, etc. Okay, so classification is made by the implementation team regard like what is the source of structured data, what is the source of unstructured data, treatment of unstructured data, structured data in a machine learning are very different. Hence, data wrangling, which we largely deals with the cleaning of the data. Okay, here all such data does not add any value to our business solution. So need is elimination, and only that data is required for solving the business need is kept. Once the data cleaning happens, we do next the step of machine learning life cycle, which is EDA. In EDA, we look the basic statistics of the data such as mean, median, mode, and its correlation between the different labels. We need to identify whether the data is comprised of numerical or categorical variable, etc. Okay, so when the EDA gives the direction to the model building, for example, the choice of algorithm will depend on different kind of variables that we have. Okay, so now in this sample, we may have a data sets with categorical variables such as gender, make or male or female to be predicted based on their other labels. In such case, we may have to use non-quantitative algorithm for our model building. Model building is the next step and is closely tied up with the EDA. In the process, we do analysis, descriptive statistics, we identify which modeling technique we are going to use. Then we will build a benchmark predictive model. We use other models and algorithms on the dataset, and we try to interpret, find the best algorithm for creating the predictive model. Once the identification of model is done, the next step is to create the model validation. We use the good results, then the model is deployed and it is implemented. Okay, after the feedback is taken to see if it has met for the business need for which it was built. Okay, if there is a new business need or the model needs to take care of some things of the business requires, then we go back to the process of solution architecture, data preparation, EDA model, model building, and do the model validation. In essence of the cyclic process we that goes on machine learning application is terminated. Okay, so like this we will be going to do business need, solution architecture, data preparation, EDA, model building, model validation, model feedback, and implementation. Once again it will goes to business needs. So this cycle will continues as that. Okay, the next video we will be going to understand about how we will gonna implement the patient electronic health record data set in the healthcare domain basically. Okay, all right. So I hope you understood what we will be gonna do it. In this particular video, we will be not going to discuss about what's an umpire, what is pandas, what is this libraries basically. We will be gonna understand about more related to the domain specific questions. Okay, like why, like what's a particular column is about, what that feature is all about, that part we'll be going to understand in the next video. Right, that's it about this video. I hope you understood that what's different life cycle machine learning life cycle methods in this particular video. In the next video we'll be going to discuss about how we can implement it in the Python programming language, this implement this project.